Represent the women's struggle, and I think the women's struggle to stay where we are and not get dragged off by our husbands, which my husband is trying to do right now.
This movie really resonated. I mean, it was brilliant because it was really a comment on women's lib. And I think everybody relates to the idea of having a crazy boss and then being misread by coworkers in the workplace and then ultimately becoming friends with those people.
It's women emancipation. Secondly, it's about women wanting to kill their boss. And third of all, I know that everybody in my company wants to kill me. And they bought multiple tickets. I think this movie could survive, this show could survive on just my company. But it's that absolute fantasy of getting even, and that will work for time immemorial. And in these economic times, everybody wants to kill their boss, so it's going to be great.
It's really good. No, we saw it in LA and we loved it, and the audience was on its feet, and the audience was singing at the end, and they loved it beyond any expectation. Really great.
The movie was terrific, but Dolly is the reason I think this is such an outpouring here tonight. There's not a person in this business who doesn't have a Dolly story to tell. And you know what it is? It's a kind story. She is the best woman on the planet.
It's Dolly. You know, Dolly ain't never written a bad song. She's such an incredible songwriter, so I'm so glad she's making her debut on Broadway.
Dolly Parton enters the room, honey. Fun follows. Right, Frank? You're just like your wife, right?
Yeah, exactly. What are we talking about?
Working 9 to 5. You have to sing, too. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. Okay. 9 to 5. To know that we've had our opening night, but we were very, very excited. It's really like a prom night, I guess, or your graduation or something, but it was great to just actually see all the hard work. Say, okay, it's opening night.
Well, I'm telling you, so far, opening night on Broadway is like Christmas.
At first, it was incredibly daunting, you know, to know that you're going to perform a living legend's role in front of her it was really scary at first. But then she is the kindest person. So the first day, she kind of put all those fears and all that anxiety to rest.
It's been a celebration from the beginning because we knew what joy the movie had brought, and we were hoping that in a live version like this, whether it be, you know, a stage play with music and dancing, a cast of this absolutely fantastic talent I feel honored to share the stage with. And we were just hoping that the same sort of formula would work here live on Broadway.
It's fun to watch it. I think they've done a great job, and I think they were just similar enough to us to make it not such a departure, but they were still themselves, and they can sing better than us.
I love our cast. I love them so much. They're just, you know, I feel like each of them has tiny echoes of Jane, Lily, and Dolly, but without just being impersonations. And I think they each brought really something of their own. And Joe Montello said to them the other day, he made a little speech to everybody, and he said if we're lucky enough to run a long time, when they come back to visit and watch their replacements, they'll realize that they did put sort of their own indelible mark now on this version, on the musical version of the character, just the way Jane, Lily, and Dolly put their mark on the movie version of the character.
It's a joy to be part of the Broadway community and to be now a piece of history.
I made my little break-a-leg presents. I gave little Tootsie Roll doobies to everybody because I'm the doobie-giving son of Violet, played by Allison Janney.
We've been here, it feels like 24/7 for the past couple of weeks, but there's so much love going on in the cast, and the show, we feel the show is just so good. Hopefully everybody feels that way. I think they will. I can't imagine they won't. Dolly approves.
What I think is cool about this show is that it's 3 women kicking ass, basically, with great music by Dolly Parton, great dancing by Andy. I think the songs are fantastic. I love the charts, and I'm not saying that just because I did them. I'm actually very proud of what we did, you know?
You know, the cool thing about the theater, the cool thing about playing a character like this is you're given permission to behave poorly, and you're paid for it. But more than that, it gives the audience the permission to roll along with you. Because I really do believe there's a little bit of a Franklin Hart in everybody.
Well, a lot of people are saying it's a go women show, you know, and it's a women's empowerment show, and it is. But it's also a people empowerment show. I think it's for anybody who feels like they've been treated unjustly and gets to feel like, you know, the tables are turned in the end.
This is an amazing experience, and everybody should have a little Dolly Parton they can carry around in their pocket, because she makes everywhere better.
The other day at half hours, I mean at 5 minutes of places, they got her on the God mic and she went, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to call 5 minutes to places. They tell me this is what I'm supposed to do, y'all. We died. It's like Dolly Parton's giving us a 5-minute call, you know. It was amazing. It's been so great.
I think it has a message that has so much resonance today, too. It's a show that celebrates the common man. I mean, it used to be, it was very much of a feminist piece, but now I think it speaks to so many more people, reaches out to just people who have to work for a living, and people who are really trying to make ends meet and want to be respected for what they do. And I think it has just a beautiful message, and Dolly's music is just gorgeous.
I see it in Australia. I see it in London, because people work 9 to 5 all over the world. Don't they?
It's just amazing that this many years later, I'm always stunned how many people still know the movie, love the movie. It's great.
I think people need to come see this show because it is 2.5 hours of pure joy. Joy and fun and laughter, and with great music that you'll be singing for days afterwards. With all that's going on in our country right now, everybody deserves to treat themselves to a couple hours of happiness.